shitting in the backyard again. Got a very special guest with us.
Shit.
We promised y'all he would do at least one episode. 10 minutes tops. Dad, tell a story about that time you punched that coach. Oh boy.
It was me and one of my best friends in the world. He said, "You know what? I want to try you." I said, "Okay." I opened the lunchroom doors and I watched his foot leave my face. Kicked me right in the face. So I said, "Oh, I guess here we go."
Didn't your mom was working at the cafeteria?
Mom was working at the cafeteria. I told her mom fixing to go get in a fight with Jeff. She said, "Jeff?" I said, "Yep, Jeff." Well, he kicks me in the face. I commenced to beating his ass when somebody grabs me.
Oh no.
6'7", 250-pound basketball coach. I didn't know it was a basketball coach. I turned around and hit him right in the mouth. And that was the worst mistake I ever made. He's the one that usually give licks. Because y'all had my principal. At that time, my principal was Campbell. He wasn't going to whip nobody. And
Campbell was your principal?
Yeah.
He was a principal before
When
Snyder,
I was in the 10th grade. And
I
he said, "Who do you want to give your lick?" I started to answer, and he said, "Oh, never mind. You don't get an answer. Coach Gaines giving you your lick." Oh, yeah, that's great. The guy I just hit right in the mouth is getting a boat paddle on my ass. And that's what happened. I got a boat paddle on my ass, and then me and Jeff went fishing for 2 days. We got suspended, and we went fishing both days.
Hey, sounds like a good 2 days.
Yeah. Frog gigging and fishing is what we done those 2 days.
Frog gigging. That's what I was going to ask you about, because I'd heard about that recently, and I didn't know what the hell it was.
They literally you could buy it at Walmart. It was a lot like a treble hook on a fishing rod, but they were straight. And you put them on the end of any stick you wanted to put that was solid. And you go down the creeks.
Oh, so it's kind of like spear fishing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just go
Except
down the
for frogs.
creeks till you see the frogs, and gig the frogs and eat the frogs.
Yeah, I'd heard of it, and I didn't know
that's what we done. Frog gigging and fishing for 2 days after. I made him pay for my pants because of my bloody nose. But yeah, it was a mess.
And you just...
2 days later,
This was
we
just
were
like at lunch, he just was like...
Oh yeah.
Y'all
He
weren't
said,
fighting
"You know
or nothing,
what?
like y'all
I
were
wanna
mad
try
at each
you."
other. He was just
No,
like,
we
"Let's
wasn't
fight."
mad. No, it wasn't mad or nothing. He just said, "Hey, I want to try you." I said, "Okie dokie." That was the first and last fight I got into in school.
I thought you got into a fight in like elementary school or something.
Yeah, in elementary school I did, but that really wasn't a fight. Black guy. Really wasn't a fight. But, yeah. Because Jeff his last name was Lavecchio, and he was supposed to be this karate kid and badass. And once I whooped his ass, I didn't have to worry about nobody else messing with me.
What? Hold on. Didn't you say one time you were hanging out with your friends like outside of the school, and this gay guy drove around and somebody was calling him a bunch of slurs and stuff, and then the gay guy got out and
That gay guy beat the shit out of 3 men. And I told him, I said, "Man, after
Happy
the
Pride
first guy
Month.
got his ass whooped, I said, somebody else is going to try him?" I thought I was going to have to call the police to get the gay guy off of the dudes. I said, "My God." And that was something you didn't see back then. In the 80s, you didn't see that. These 2 guys came walking out of the movie theater holding hands. Walked to the car. One guy let the other guy in the car. Well, everybody started ragging them. That was a bad idea. They picked the wrong gay people to whoop on that day.
Didn't you have a friend who also got his ass whooped by a swan?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, those are demons.
Those
though.
2
To
black
be fair.
eyes. He got
Those-
2 black eyes out of that
That
deal.
swans are they may look dainty, but they're powerful.
Swans are demons.
He got messed up and got over near the
Because the
where she
swan
had
was
her
already
eggs.
kind of being like back off,
Yeah.
and he just got closer, and she
he
had,
just kept going, and he had a spot he wanted to fish, and he was determined he was going to that spot. Bad idea.
you're just surrounded with people who had bad ideas.
Bad idea.
You got to learn somehow.
Yeah. Yep. All right, somebody else's turn. I done my 5 minutes.
Well, hold on, you're not done with your cigarillo yet.
No.
So I'm assuming you're going in when you're done with it, but that means you got time for at least one more. Tell the one about the guy you saw that shot the deer that had like half a shit hanging out his ass.
I was blood trailing that deer on my hands and knees. We'd followed at least a mile. He kept getting up. He kept getting up. I said, my God, this deer don't want to die. I'm crawling on my hands and knees and look down, and the deer's stomach is laying on the ground.
Oh my God.
And he still gets up and starts running, and the guy had to shoot him again. We trailed that deer for 1.5 miles before we finally got him. 1.5 miles. Dang,
And he was shitting while he shot it, though, right?
Oh, I don't remember if he was. Yeah, the dude was shitting when he shot the deer. Yeah, not the deer. The dude.
How do you?
He climbed down out of the
grab your
stand,
gun?
and his gun was leaning right up against the tree.
In the middle of shitting,
and a deer come walking
position
by.
a shot.
Wiped his ass and went blood trailing.
So that was before. So he shot him while he was shitting, and then y'all blood trailed him.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I misunderstood when you said that. I thought
Yeah.
that's even better.
There was another one that I was fixing to tell, and I've already forgot.
Well, I was about to ask you, what about the one where you said you blacked out one time because you hit your head? It wasn't that long. Like, it was while I was growing up. You said like you fell and hit your head, and you woke up and the sun was down.
Oh man, what was that though?
I can't remember. You told me you were telling Mom about it. I remember, and I just walked in the kitchen and was listening to
I
you.
don't remember.
That may have been the time you effed your back up real bad.
No, I think you're talking about when that knot that's still on my hip today that'll be there forever. I fell off that ladder, and when I landed on my hip, well, as soon as I landed on my hip, I fell back on my back and hit my head. I woke up, and Cole Barber was standing over me trying to, what's wrong? What's wrong? I said, man, I don't know. I fell off a ladder. Went to step off the roof, and the ladder wasn't there.
I remember one time, I was probably like 14 or 15, and we were just having a full weekend of hunting. We left very early Saturday morning, like 3 a.m., and we went to Aaron's first. And we were going to Steve's later.
Yeah.
And you were telling me all day, the whole way down there, you were like, don't tell Steve we went to Aaron's first. Don't tell Steve we went to Aaron's first. I was like, okay, I'm not going to say it. And then while we were in the woods at Aaron's, your phone started ringing. You looked at it, and it was Steve. And you looked like you had seen a ghost. You were just like,
I can't remember why I didn't want him to know, though.
oh, shit. And you answered it and went, hey, we're at Aaron's. And I was like, why the fuck were you telling me not to say nothing if the first thing you're going to say is we're at Aaron's?
Yep. Clayton and Uncle Steve's. He won't spend the night there.
When I was young, I wouldn't spend the night there after y'all told me y'all heard ghosts and stuff.
I'm telling you, I mean, still to this day, I know it's haunted.
I remember I was young, I was really young, and you didn't want to scare me, so what you said to me when you got home, because Jordan told me, and then I went to you about it, and you were like, no, he just heard rats fucking.
There was some walking around upstairs, and it was just me and Clayton.
You and Jordan?
Me and Clayton.
It was Jordan, wasn't it?
No,
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't. Jordan's heard it, but you were there, but you didn't hear it. And I thought,
no,
oh,
that's
shit.
right, because you came to me and you were like, did you hear that? And I was like, hear what?
Something walking around up here. It ain't just me and you.
It was just me and you
He
there.
called his mama right in.
Mm-hmm.
You coming to get me. I ain't spending the night.
That's right, I did. Because you went.
Well, I'm 55 years old and had to go in there and spend the night by myself in that place last summer.
Hell no.
Steve said, hey, we're going to have work day Saturday. You want to go down Friday? And I said, yeah. So I get off work, I load my cooler, I throw some clothes, I haul out. I get all the way down to the gate to go in the club. I call Steve. Steve, the gate's locked. How do I get in? Call Dan. I'm not going to be able to make it till in the morning. I said, did you say you're not coming in the morning? You want me to stay in this damn haunted house by myself tonight? I slept in the truck.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
I would not go in that building by myself.
You know how, it's silly to say this, but Dad knows what I'm talking about because Dad's a big paranormal, he watches it too. You can feel when a place is haunted. Mm-hmm. You walk in a place and you're like, yeah, there's ghosts here. There's no doubt about it. You walk in that building and you're like, yeah, there's ghosts here.
It's the oldest plantation in the state of Alabama.
Used to be a plantation. I remember you took me over.
Slave cemetery where you park your truck to come in the building.
I remember because you took me over to the cemetery because it also had family members who owned the plantation from like the 1800s. And you took me to that. You wanted to take me there because all the gravestones were so old.
1700.
And then we got there, we got to the back, and you were like, yeah, this is where I stop.
Yeah,
Because
as
past
far as I
that is
go.
the above ground
Nope.
graves.
I'm not going no further than that. But I didn't even tell Steve, and I don't even know if I told you, Mama. I didn't sleep in that house. I went in there and ate,
You should. Take
but I
Mom.
didn't like being in there eating.
What happened? One last story. Didn't you take Mom hunting once and she was like, never again? That was while y'all were dating, right? It wasn't while y'all were married.
No, we were married.
Oh.
We went to the National Forest, and I just picked a bad time to take her. Greg and his wife had went, and we camped out and had a good time that night. Camped out, campfire, drinking beer, having a good time. Next morning, pouring down rain.
No, that's
well,
right.
I'm
That's
still. I want to go deer hunting. Well, I ain't gonna leave
because
her.
while
at
it's
the damn
raining, it's a good time. Because
I don't want to leave her at the campground by herself.
Mhm.
So I take her with me. We get down and don't even get down in the woods and get set down. She said, "That's it. We going back." And we didn't even. We got back to the truck. Greg and Betty was already in the truck waiting on us. But yeah, that's the first and only time. Now she's been to hunting clubs during work days, and I used to carry all three of y'all when I was in the club in Craig Bass's club in Hackleburg. But she would go during work days, but she just can't believe I shoot deer. All right, podcast over.
Well, we're going to continue, but thanks for coming out for this first 11 minutes.
That was good.
Yeah, no, that's the Jamaican Al Capones. They're really good.
That was good.
They're rum dip.
I want
Yeah,
to try
yeah,
some of
dipped in
that
rum.
next time y'all are at the liquor store. Get some of this ocean sea or something. It's rye and it's aged in the ocean.
I know what he's
I was
talking
about to say, Jason probably knows what
But
that
I
is.
seen the commercial the other day. I want to try some of that because I've never had rye. I don't know what it tastes like. I don't know if it's a
I've
bourbon
had
flavor.
rye before, but I think it was fake.
But that's what
Well,
on
there's the
Gunsmoke. That's
unaged
what
rye
they all drink.
that we
They all
had
drink
from-
rye on Gunsmoke.
Sugarlands and
All right, thanks, Mike
Tennessee.
Walker, for joining us.
No, that-
Bye,
that's
y'all.
just unaged.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Have a good night.
That was a good.
You
Yeah,
did.
it's good.
The rest of this podcast is going to fucking suck now.
Best episode ever.
No, we'll put this at the end.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I didn't say a single word.
To be fair, none of us really did. Because it
Well,
wasn't
I
about
mean,
us.
I didn't know who anyone
We pick up.
was.
Oh, okay, you're getting the mic. Okay.
I didn't know who anyone was, so I was like, trying to.
I was trying to
I
point the
think we
mic
should
towards
should
you
go
so we
ghost
can both
hunting
share it a little bit.
I would like that, but I mean, it wouldn't be up to my uncle because he's just a member. It would be up to the people.
Why
I mean, my uncle has
why
a lot
didn't
of
you
pull
give
down
it
there.
to David?
I didn't know if we.
I mean, Clayton,
I'll get
you want to go hunting anyway, so
I do want to go hunting bad. I'm going to talk
It's
to
not
my
that
uncle.
heavy.
Talk
should we
I don't
join
know
the club?
about
Oh,
It's like $5,000 a year.
They're not screwed in.
you get a +1 ride.
But at the end of the day, well, I mean,
Because
yeah,
for some
you can
reason
bring
these things
whoever
are
down
attached
there.
to the
There's rules,
screen.
though. Like if you're a guest,
So if you screw
can't
it in,
shoot
it can
anything over
mess
like
up the screen
like
even
a
more.
6-point or something
I just
like
don't screw
that,
them in.
or you'll get fined.
They're kind of cheap, but this whole set was $60, so
Not counting my free table.
Tristan would enjoy that.
Yeah, he will.
But on what's it called? On Amazon, this set's like I mean,
But speaking of ghost hunting,
$120.
we need to find a spot around here and go do that soon. 'Cause I've been itching. I would like to go
We're doing
hunting,
it in Arkansas,
do it like indoors.
in actual indoor places.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, while I'm there, we can do that.
Well, that would imply that you're going.
That's true. That y'all didn't invite me, so.
I hate you.
Also, I didn't send enough stickers in Mario Party, so you told me I can't go.
That's true.
Oh, you didn't win, Josh. Richard did. Mario Party.
He kicked ass.
We both got 999 stickers.
Were you there for that? No, you left before that, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried
Okay.
to leave without no one noticing.
Yeah, you know there's no yeah, I was the only one that noticed he left. There was
Yeah, because I didn't notice.
Yeah, this tastes like ash.
oh yeah,
now.
you were behind. You were with me too, so you noticed too. But yeah, after I said there was no stickers started, Tristan was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah."
So that just made it 100 times worse.
I think you owe us an apology.
it was
not
funny.
Tristan, though.
You
and
owe
not
us an
Clayton.
apology.
It was funny.
You owe
Just me.
Jason an apology.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jason. You
It's
had to
okay.
go
You'll
through
make
that.
it up to me by buying me a single breadstick one day.
Breadsticks with the boys.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to Tristan's computer and turn everything Japanese.
That's a good idea. Please do.
Remember last time that we recorded
Yeah.
podcasts here? How we went to
The
go
way-
get pizza?
I doubt it, but does he
Yeah.
have a mechanical keyboard?
I had pizza earlier today.
I
I
like
went over
pizza.
to Michaela's and I picked up Little Caesars.
I had a bag of jerky, and that's all I had
No,
to eat
Walmart.
today.
because
He
Michaela's
doesn't have a
mom ordered
mechanical
pizza and I picked
keyboard.
it up for her. But
Oh, okay, shit. I was about to say you
I
should buy
like the
Japanese
idea sometime
keycaps.
soon that we go set up.
We could buy a really
stream
cheap
setup
Japanese
at,
keyboard and set it.
at
set
Tristan's
it
house
there.
and just stream
We shot
without
Mom.
him there.
Yeah, they probably got like $2
Or should we
keyboards.
stream without them?
Mario Party.
No.
To be fair, if you order it now, it might get here in 2 months.
We play Mario Party, but we implement some like hardcore rules. Like if you roll above a 10, you have to fucking like lose the next mini game on purpose or something like that. Above a 10, I meant like roll just a 10 because the 10 is the highest.
I don't like lose
Go
a
to
mini game on
wish.com?
purpose, but
Yeah,
I like
go.
if we had like if we had like handicaps or something, like turn your controller upside down, or
Yeah.
only use one hand, or play with your feet,
Yeah.
or just some dumb shit like that.
No,
Like that.
what we do is we just do a 1v1
If we did
game.
play with your feet, we probably all have to bring our own.
Well, we know
controller.
that
I ain't
Jason-
touching
Jason
any
is the one who
controllers
has to
y'all
make the
play with y'all's
rules.
feet with.
Hear me out. We play a 1v1 game. So 2 people per 1 controller.
I like it. David's on my team.
Wait,
This is Mario Party?
Yes.
didn't
You
we?
have to remember, I've never played Mario Party.
That's
Didn't
fine.
we do that one
That's
time,
fun,
Clayton?
We
Where
did.
oh no, with
One time in
Pokemon
Mario
Showdown
Party-
we did.
Yeah, that's right. We
We
used to do a
used
thing.
one controller.
Pokemon Stadium, we would like do 1v1s, but we would like team up. That was always
Yeah.
fun.
I love doing that because
Pokemon Stadium's great.
Pokemon Stadium's so good.
The only thing that was close to Mario Party is Fusion Frenzy.
Do you have that still, or is that Tristan's?
I have the cartridge. Yeah, I have that and Stadium 2, I think.
I might, before Spicy Trip, come borrow a bunch of games
That's
from
fine.
you.
As long as it's not any games I'm actively playing, you can borrow it indefinitely.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean,
I'm borrowing
I'm
your
literally
Halo
just going to bring it on
Alright.
Spicy Trip and then like bring it back
But I like
because I'm bringing all my consoles.
I'm gonna be honest about Pokemon. I think my absolute favorite, and I wish I could have lived in this time and been like older and grown.
Interesting.
Even though I'm glad that Pokemon is expanding and is bigger and has a ton of Pokemon, first gen and first gen only by itself, like games like Red and Blue and Stadium, will always be my favorite era of Pokemon. Not even that I had the most fun playing it, because Pokemon Emerald is fucking great, and it's
That one
Emerald
always.
You know,
holds
I
a
just
special
thought about
place in my
something
heart.
weird, like on a society level. Because, you know, during the 70s and 80s, we had, like, the Satanic Panic. In the 90s, we had Pokemon Panic,
Yes,
which
we
is
did.
the exact
We didn't have
opposite of
shit.
that.
But I mean, hey, super religious people.
We
still
weren't
thought it
alive
was
in the
Satanic
70s
Panic.
and 80s.
I was in my dad's ball
Well,
sack.
I'm talking about society-wise.
I hate you.
How long does sperm stay in the balls before it comes out?
Depends on how much you masturbate.
That's a good point. I probably have a whole new batch compared to last week.
It's fresh, if you will.
Yeah,
I hate it here.
Free-range, non-GMO.
Did you bring your keys?
he got a switchblade.
I always bring my key.
Well, I had the fair point.
I'm cool with this being the last episode we do tonight because I kind of want to play craft. Not gonna lie.
Mac and cheese?
Yes,
crafting
but I
up
want
in
to.
my
I want to
mind.
object if everyone else wants to do another one.
I will say this: I'm probably not going to get on craft tonight because if I do, it'll be really late. Because I
mean, I'll be
promised
on
one of
late.
my friends that I would play games with
So
them
I'm gonna
tonight.
stay up until at least
I
like
haven't
5 or
talked to
6
them in,
tonight 'cause
like-
I have work tomorrow.
I haven't talked to them in probably a year
How long we staying here?
or two. They
I was-
asked if I wanted to play
Depends
some
on
game
if we
with
want
them,
to do
and I was
another
like,
podcast or not. Because if
I don't
this is
have
the
it.
last episode, I guess we can just.
Well, we could
pack it
do
up
one with,
after
like,
this.
actual topics, like,
but it's
which
free, so-
mayonnaise is best.
Craft
Craft.
Light.
I didn't say we're doing that for this episode.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Craft
Yeah,
Light.
I'll be honest. Kraft is the only good mayonnaise. Kraft Light is it tastes the same to me pretty much.
I like Duke's, but it's for other reasons.
Michaela tried
What
to
was
argue
that?
with me.
Is that Bigfoot?
Hello? Should I go get the Mac?
Over there.
Some animal over there, probably just a small animal. Probably like
Here,
a
I'll be
squirrel
right
or
back. I'm
something.
gonna check on the mic levels while I'm gone.
Oh yeah, if it's like, you'll know.
You know he's gonna break it, right?
I mean, he doesn't have to touch it to look.
He's gonna break it.
Just got to be moving. As long as it's moving and grooving, we're good. Schmoving and booving.
He's going to shit.
ASMR for
Probably.
Tristan.
You did have to shit. Can I have a gummied bear or a gummied worm?
What kind of gummy worms are they?
Sour, I think.
How
Crawlers.
The fuck's a crawler?
Crawlers.
Can I
Yeah,
have?
what the fuck
Can I
is
have
it?
one if you open it?
Yeah, I'll open it in a minute.
Oh yeah, David. That ASMR.
So Josh, what do you want to talk about while Clayton's not here?
How bad he is at video games. He's
That's a good
terrible. He's terrible. I mean, terrible. The worst ever at Clone Era.
I was just gonna say he's terrible at Minecraft and brings down your property value.
Oh shit, that's true.
I
He brought
beat
down my property value. That's for damn sure.
I beat the first
What do you do to
level.
you?
Blew up my goddamn house.
I beat the first level in Halo 2 on All Skulls on Legendary.
Shit.
I did.
Well, if Moist Critical sees this podcast, then you're getting $5,000.
Cool.
No,
Well,
yes,
no,
I
it's all
want you
skulls on, but one skull is on or off, and it actually makes it hard.
I would say, were you actually not lying about that?
to. Is it loaded?
No, it's I got a mag in it. This mag is loaded though.
You brought your fucking gun out.
Wrong clip.
Man, Clayton, you need to buy me a mackerel.
Just in case Bigfoot decides to visit us.
That'll go right through
Point
me.
it towards David.
I trust
Yeah,
you.
don't go gamer mode.
I know it's hard because there's literally nowhere you can point it, but
Is it
it's
loaded?
safe.
No, let's find out.
I mean, it's not, but still, it's just practical gun safety not to point it at people.
First of all, the first rule of gun safety is to have fun.
First of all, it's to have fun, and two, always keep your finger on the trigger. Because
Yes.
who the fuck are you trying to save?
Wait,
Another
Josh,
man so that you can make love to him later.
What's up?
It's LED.
Yeah, it's got some gamer lights on it.
Yo, there's advertisement. We
Remember,
sell
we're
some.
not sponsored, David.
We sell some LED lights for cars.
I'm gonna come get a batch.
You can put it inside the trim.
Actually, I haven't cleaned it in a while.
I thought that was a plastic gun. Plastic.
No, that's a real gun.
I need to buy one.
One that he's never shot.
I hope
I
you
want to
never.
get
I hope you guys never need to use it.
I want to
Honestly,
get a can of gravel. Really
I have
like
the
that
same
gun.
mentality about it. I have it. I hope I don't have to use it.
The only thing I want to use
On
it
the
for
contrary,
is
I'm not a
shooting at the
bitch.
range.
I want to use it.
Well, I want
wanna-
to use it like go to the range and shoot it.
No,
stuff
I
like
want to
that.
gun a man down in cold blood.
Wait, if you're cold blood, then you're dead.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm going to continue shooting once he's
To
dead.
be fair, I cleaned it not that long ago, and it's not like I've shot it or anything, so it's probably still fine.
That reminds me of how I'm going to...
Are you lubing and tubing?
Last time I did this, I'm
You know what they're
goddamn good at it.
thinking about doing, right? How many bullets can you fit in the mag?
8. That's the max.
Okay.
That's more than most guns.
So
Usually it's like
you know,
7.
you know
isn't it?
Tristan's gun,
It
right?
depends on
His
the
AUG?
kind.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
Well,
pass
more
the
than
law
most standard guns.
where
back
8
in
is
that
going
day.
to be the maximum,
See, they're going to
8's
try,
gonna be
but...
the maximum.
and then his gun will be useless.
That's
Mag. You can't
so.
put it-
So
no,
here's
no. What they would do is they would require you to pin
Yeah.
the magazine.
yeah,
So
exactly.
that way
That's
you can-
that's exactly what I was
Required to
thinking.
pin it.
What they'll
But the
probably
thing
do
is-
if they do pass that law is that they'll probably have like where they have this extended mags. They'll probably start making extended mags or whatever the fuck it's called,
Well, what? So,
where it just basically
So
has
it's,
empty
it's
space.
just empty.
well, what it is the so like for example, the magazines I buy for my AK, they're called X-Tech. On their website, they sell what they call California compliant mags because California has pretty strict gun laws. And here's the thing:
Yeah.
even if that gun laws pass, it's not going to pass in like states like Alabama
No.
where things are important
No.
because at that point the state's going to interfere and be like, yeah, we don't like that.
Now here's something.
This will be my last one for
With
tonight.
California. Ready for this? You know, you buy something like you buy a mattress topper.
Yeah, everything
Read-
has lead and
You read
Cancer
warning,
warning.
and it says only causes cancer in California. Why?
Why?
You
Probably 'cause
cross the state
California
line, you cross
is
the
a
state line,
tumor.
and it's just boom. You're
California
gonna get cancer.
is.
Yeah, to be fair, everything.
California's got a
cause
lot of
cancer.
cool
It's so
places
stupid.
to see. That's the thing. It's a cool place
No,
to
that's the
visit.
thing. There's cool spots like Joshua Tree and stuff that's
Yes.
like out in the desert.
Catalina Islands, Death Valley, all that stuff.
Let's just ask.
Never
Jakey-
would live there.
Let's just ask Jakey how bad it is.
Well-
I thought you were from like Seattle.
So here's the thing.
No, Punk's from Seattle.
Everything causes cancer in California,
Jakey's
and
from
only in
Jakey's
California.
Jakey's gonna
an hour
have
away
to-
from where you live.
Yeah, Jakey's gonna have to fly LAX to get to fucking Spicy Trail.
Well,
What do we get? Florida has Florida Man and Florida Woman. No one can stop them. They're like a superhero or super villain.
We
What
have
is Alabama?
Alabama cousin fuckers.
We have the
Florida
rebel.
friends.
According to everybody that just thinks Alabama is the capital.
Even
of
though we're
incest.
not, Kentucky is.
Here's the
What
here's
about
the-
Texas?
Not even that. Statistically, like incest is like kind of the same everywhere.
All I'm saying is, I've lived in Alabama all but 5 years of my life. I have never met anyone who has fucked a relative.
I haven't either. But I mean, to be fair,
No, no,
wouldn't
no,
you
no.
keep that on
No.
the DL?
Maybe,
Hold on.
yeah.
I saw
Walk
a
over here and piss real quick.
news post. It was two girls that were in a couple that have an OnlyFans together, and they found out recently that they're related.
Oh no!
That
I don't know.
sucks for them. That's unfortunate. Like, I mean,
No,
that's not even their fault.
Here's the thing,
Like,
though.
that sucks.
Here's the thing. Does that improve their OnlyFans sales or, decrease it?
Probably, because it makes it more newsworthy at that point. But here's something I was gonna say before we got on the topic of OnlyFans. When I mentioned Alabama Rebels, it's funny to me how we, like Jefferson County, where we live. I'm not gonna say where in Jefferson County. We live in Jefferson County. Is like most people are like normal. Like, we're just normal
Well,
people.
that's
Then you go cross over to Blunt.
That's
Everyone's
all
racist.
rednecks.
Everyone is racist.
Everyone?
It's insane.
Well, that's
It is
true.
so crazy.
It's really
We
true.
live
live in-
15 minutes away. I kind of doxed this. We live 15 minutes away from Blount County,
It don't matter.
and I used to work in Blount County. It was crazy. I was uncomfortable
Is this my
the
beer or
amount of
yours?
racism that happened at my workplace.
Probably mine. 'Cause I just opened one.
Thank you, David.
Damn, I need another one.
But like, it is insane to me how Jefferson County is just like normal. Everybody gets along.
I mean, to be fair,
Then
we
you
live
cross
in
the border and everything's
like
changed.
what is probably the bluest county in Alabama.
Easily.
And to be fair, even though it's blue, it's not as blue as like
might
actual blue.
I mean, you
things.
still think about, we still have a lot of conservatives in Jefferson.
Yeah, there's a ton of
Yeah,
conservatives.
well, even then, like still, like if we're looking at like votes, this is the bluest county.
And we still have a lot of
Mainly
Democrats.
because of Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah.
But
We still have a lot of Democrats that also are kind of conservative in the same way.
The
Like,
thing is that like
Exactly.
even though
like, I would consider myself a conservative Democrat. I don't know what that means per se, but I don't like all the Republicans,
well that's the thing.
stuff,
My problem
but
is
I also don't want to be full left because
my thing is it's about policies, not
I
parties.
don't like a lot of the left
And
shit.
the problem with parties is they're both rotten oranges. Like,
Literally.
it doesn't
Turncoat-
matter.
Turncoat bastards is what I like to say.
My thing is that like so, even then we have like we are the largest like blue population in the state of Alabama, but even then we are still not blue like everybody else.
No,
Like,
we're not blue.
No.
That much. I like our mayor. Like, that's the thing. I like the person. The mayor is a Democrat, but I like him. I like Birmingham's mayor. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He seems like a wholesome guy. He's
Yes.
made Birmingham better. Like,
That's the thing. I don't care what the party is as long as they're doing their job and getting shit done.
you know what? I'll
Like,
even
that's
say
the thing. I wouldn't consider. I say I'm a conservative Democrat. I voted Republican many. I won't say many times because
did
I've
you
only
vote
voted
Jason?
like 3 times.
I
but
voted Jason.
I've never voted Jason.
When it
I'm
comes
sorry,
to voting
Jason.
like that, yeah, I'll look because you vote on amendments too. I'll look at the amendments. I'll study them.
I did
I'll
not
decide
vote.
if I like it or not.
I did
I'm
not
going to
vote
look
Biden.
into what the Democrats like and what the Republicans like. I'll read the amendment, decide if I like it, and then go vote on it.
I mean, I don't want to get political on this.
It's fine.
I didn't vote Biden. I voted
Jason.
Trump because I don't necessarily like
Don't
Trump,
worry,
but
all
I don't
those,
like
like,
Biden.
2
So it's like
ballots.
I hated
it's
the
it was the worst of both worlds. But I know we had Trump
I
in office
hated-
already, so I was like, fuck it. You know what? Maybe we'll get some more. Maybe
Here's
we'll get some Twitter posts from him. It'll be
Yeah.
funny.
Well, that's the thing. So Trump, like, not the best president. I liked him because
No, he wasn't
a
the worst,
politician.
though.
I liked
Everybody-
him because he was
everybody-
funny. Like,
Yeah. Everybody like treats him like he was the worst president ever. I don't
well,
think
no,
he was the
no.
worst.
It's either they think he's the worst or they think he's the best.
Yeah.
No, I think he did. I think he did fine. Like, he was okay.
To be fair,
No
attribute-
president has ever.
I attribute a lot of the things
Well.
that were good that happened in administration, not necessarily to him.
Okay,
Is my
but do
thing.
we
No,
account all
exactly.
the bad things that happened under Biden to Biden? Yes.
The whole government is blue, so at least absolutely him and his party.
God.
Like,
I know how we're talking about politics now, but isn't
fine,
it hilarious how Roe versus Wade got, abolished or whatever under Biden's presidency?
yes. Even
We
though
don't wanna
he
go
and
finish
Obama
that. I don't
both
wanna
were
get-
like, we're going to
I
codify
don't
it
wanna
into
get
law.
buzzed.
Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about Roe v. Wade. I am a brand of libertarian that is like.
3, but still.
I know libertarian is cringe, and I could even say that libertarians as a whole I don't like. But I'm a brand of libertarian that believes that every human being on earth should be allowed to do, as long as it's not harming anyone else. Obviously, you shouldn't be allowed to fucking go kill anybody, and it should be legal. As long as what you're doing is not harming anyone else. If you're smoking a bowl of crystal meth in your fucking living room, as long as you're fucking doing it by yourself, I think you should fucking be
So,
able to. I'm
here's
just being completely honest.
The problem with the Libertarian Party is it is extremely diverse. And
Yes, it
I
is.
label myself under it to a degree. But the thing is, so with Roe versus Wade being a thing that's gone, it was left in the matter of states to choose at that point. So people are complaining about the Supreme Court. The thing about that is, all they did was say that it's not the federal government's choice for you.
Here's my thing about it, though. I don't even think it shouldn't be left to federal. It shouldn't be left to state.
That's the thing, though.
That's my thing.
Here's my take, though. The people, as a populace or society, they can do something about state. Can't do something about federal.
That's true. That's a good
So
point.
if they don't like how, like, oh man, my state doesn't allow me to kill babies.
First of all, let me get one thing out of the way right now. Killing babies is badass. Okay?
I know, right?
Killing babies is badass.
So here's my.
We witnessed a live abortion on stage at the Bois concert, Jason.
That's true. But so I've never really been for abortion. I don't want to get into this because whatever.
Well, here's the thing.
This
This is
but-
the one place where we can.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, but here's another thing. Have y'all heard about the shit where people will have another baby to take the organs out of it to save their other baby?
Oh, that's fucked up.
That is very fucked up.
That's
So-
fucked up.
That is legal too, by the way. Well, no, after the abortion law passed, it wasn't. But that was legal.
Here's my stance on abortion.
Isn't that insane?
I'm gonna say that
Like
is
kill
insane.
a baby
I'm gonna
to
say
save another
It
baby?
is insane. But I'll say this. Ready?
That is crazy.
So, unfortunately, there's
Abortion.
a lot of cases. I'll give you a case that happens quite often. Sadly, it does happen quite often. Women will get pregnant,
Yeah.
and the egg, the fertilized egg, will get stuck in the fallopian tube. It can't live there, and there's no way to move.
No,
it.
if that okay, no. In that case, if
abortion should be-
if one of the lives is suffering, in my opinion,
No,
abortion is fine.
The procedure to remove that egg from the fallopian tube is considered an abortion. My take is, I think it should be left on a no questions asked basis, so that way it doesn't become harder for those people who really need it because they can
no,
fucking die.
absolutely.
Like-
if it puts the mother's life in danger, I'm all for abortion. Like
at the same
like,
time, though,
that's fine.
abortions aren't totally safe.
No.
No, I mean,
And
they're
it's
not.
also women who have had abortions who usually needed them, they'll tell you it was an extremely traumatic thing and
So-
it fucked them up.
Here's my
like,
take. I do not like abortions.
I don't either.
I do not like the idea of.
I can't
a life
say I
being
do
lost.
either, but I also think it should be allowed.
Well, here's the thing I'm getting at. So, the thing is, me being the
I
closest
think it
thing
should be
to
allowed in
hard
certain
libertarian
cases.
that we got since our boy Tristan is in a fucking imperialist
Verumanta
Virginia
Japan, Nihon.
or whatever. My thing is, I do not like abortions. It is not my decision to put on anyone else what they can and cannot do. with their
Exactly.
body.
Precisely.
The same goes with how I didn't like how there was vaccine mandates. You know,
I can
Even
I
then,
can agree with that.
It's up to the individual to choose what is best for them.
I completely
My
agree.
problem is when there is individuals that are using abortions as a scapegoat for, I guess, what you would call like hookup culture to a degree.
Here's my thing.
Being like,
I got another.
you know, I
thing
can't go a
after
week
this.
without having cum in my pussy.
My thing is,
Like-
if you're out there having unprotected sex,
Yeah.
you're gonna get pregnant most likely.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, I do believe no questions asked is the best way to do it. Because if you leave it that way, there's no avenue for someone who may really fucking need it. It may become difficult for them. Because you outlaw abortion completely, those people who may need it are gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Like,
No. Exactly. Like I completely 100% agree with what I will consider called medical abortions.
yes.
Like a medical emergency abortion. If it's putting the mother's life in danger, I want that to happen.
See, you're
Here's
all wrong.
Well, here's another. Did y'all hear about the case where the husband, or I don't know if it was husband, but the man wanted to keep the baby, but the woman didn't, and the woman won the case, and everybody was like, "You go, girl, you go.
Yeah,
your
see,
body,
like-
your choice." And the man was devastated because like
No,
it was like, "That's my baby,
Hear
and
me
it's
out.
dying
I
because I lost
have-
the fucking case."
I
It
have
is
2
sad,
points to bring up.
But
It's like Dave Chappelle said. You know, if you have the right to choose to keep that baby, I should also have the choice to leave.
yep, absolutely, I agree. I
Secondly-
fucking agree.
I just don't understand why.
Secondly, I also believe everybody should have 3 abortions. Like that, they're guaranteed that by law. Everybody,
Past
you,
that.
me, you know, even us, because nowadays men can have babies
And you know
too.
what? I agree that if you're going to do that policy, abortions that you need shouldn't count as one of your 3.
No, it does. You want to know why?
Why?
Because if you have that baby then has 3.
So you can borrow one from him?
Yeah. Under contract, of course.
Well, here's another thing.
You can have my 3 abortions.
It's like when you go to Subway and you have the rewards card.
Like, in my
Punch
opinion,
card.
Yeah.
even though none of us are female, the my body my
don't
choice
know
thing,
that.
I think if two consensual partners have sex, it should be a 2-party abortion. It should not be a 1-party abortion. The female should not get all the choices.
My body, my
They decided to have sex.
That's true. And
They decided
well,
to
that-
have
I've already
so-
said my take on it.
That-
They've
that's
had a
the thing.
baby. Unless it involves the woman being like medically like in danger.
Josh, what you're
like
getting at
I
is...
think if both parties don't agree to have an abortion, it shouldn't go through.
Well, that's the thing. So,
Can I
Josh,
say
what,
something about
the point
Should be
that...
3. The father, the mother, and the baby.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
okay, got it.
Send a telegram to the baby and ask him what he
smoke
thinks.
signal. But,
Blow
Josh,
some
what,
smoke
what,
up
what
the
you're
pussy
getting at
real
is... And I totally get it. It's the fact that, like, you know, you're choosing to have sex, and, you know, having a child is, you know, a chance from having sex.
Yeah.
So
It's a risk.
The choosing to keep the baby or not is not the first choice in the line
that
of
you
things.
made, yes. But I still think, my take still is no questions asked. That's my take, and that's just
My thing
that's
is,
what I believe.
so do it, no questions asked. But it's like, hey, you're kind of a regular here. Because no offense, like, not to kink shame or anything, but
Some people like cream pies, Jason.
yeah, I get that. But my thing is, it's like when women are in the double digits of abortions, you know, it's like
There's
you
a
know,
problem.
Yeah, that's
that
my
point.
thing. So like,
Very big problem.
maybe it's because I'm old-fashioned
It's also like
a little.
I
but-
feel like that many abortions would be extremely dangerous.
I just don't. I just can't get behind agreeing with it.
My thing is whether I agree with it or not isn't what I'm considering. It's that I think leaving it on no questions asked is just the
Well,
safest
that's the
thing
thing.
for
So,
everyone. Personally,
So, like, for example, the state can interfere, like, if you had so many divorces, and pretty much be like, hey,
now
hey.
you better fucking watch it. You're on my turf now.
I'm saying this from family experience, my uncle, but my thing is, it's like,
How many divorces is he at now?
like 5, 6,
Damn, he's beating
God,
you.
I'll get.
but
You're going,
I got my competition, don't I?
you
my,
got some
my thing is
competition.
like, if it, like, you know, it's okay for them to, you know, choose and be like, hey, I'm not ready to have this kid. I want. It's like, okay, fine, you can have the abortion. But when you're like in the fucking, you know, place for the 6th time, you know, that year, and it's like,
But
hey,
damn, you're not ready to have a kid, but you sure keep fucking like you're ready to have a
yeah,
kid.
that's my thing. I think hookup culture is kind of the problem to a degree.
I can see where you're coming from.
Here's my thing. It's like, I get it. Sex is cool and all. But my thing is like,
What's your body count?
you really gonna let just some random stranger
7.
fucking nut in you in the club? And
First
just
of
be
all-
like, hey, it's okay.
I'll say this, and hopefully this leaves it at that, because I kind of want to get on to another topic. Hopefully this leaves it at that. We all have dicks, you know. It's not really going to
Speak for
affect us
yourself.
at the end of the day.
Josh's is very small.
That's true.
So is mine.
Facts.
I've said my take on it. That's just what I think, and I don't think really anything's going to change it. So if we want, we can talk about shitting again.
We did that last podcast.
Okay, well, I can get my mom out here, and she can tell some stories now.
I mean, yeah,
This
that's up
is
to
the
you.
boys' room.
No, she's probably asleep.
George, I have a question.
This is the boys' room. Clayton.
What's
The
up?
ambient noise picking up on the mic.
Well, to be
Probably,
fair, I mean,
but it's
we've
ambient
done it
noise.
out here at this time, and these noises happen, so.
To be fair, this is like, you know, this is part of the atmosphere.
Yeah. Backyard podcast.
You guys enjoy it. You guys enjoy the
anything?
many
I can,
different
but I mean, it is
bugs
dark.
and
I can go turn on that light, and then
frogs
bugs
and
will start going.
noises.
I think I may have what Josh has. Do you see fine, Josh?
I mean, so I see clear, unless
Josh,
I'm reading
can
something.
you see
from
my
far
dick? It's out
distance.
right now.
But in the night, in the dark,
Clayton, can you see my dick? It's
like
out right
have
now.
like a
I
night
cannot
blindness.
make Jason's
I
features
can
right
make out a
I
silhouette.
can see Jason's features.
now. I can't really see. Okay, so he.
You might have
Clayton
worse
looks like
night blindness than me.
Clayton is 5 feet away from you, and you can't see him.
I
No, I
can't
look
make
like
out
Jordan.
features.
I look like
cannot
Fat
see
Jordan.
Shirt. I cannot see what your shirt says.
Can I literally see the best
When
at
I
night?
was working at Flowers, people would approach me and be like, "What's up, Jordan?" And I'd be like, I'd look at them and I'd be like, "Do you think Jordan gained 60 pounds overnight?" And you just saw him yesterday, I'm sure.
No, I can't see well at night. I'm
It's okay.
nighttime blindness,
That's what
I have,
happens when you're top 500.
starburst.
That's true.
Yeah, I have to turn on.
I would go
brights
work at
to
Flowers
drive
again,
at
to be
night.
honest with you, but working
No,
out.
you
around stripes or the roads.
Yeah, if there's
Flowers
no
was
stripes,
an all-right
I'm
gig.
messed up.
It was a lot of hard work, but I recommend anybody looking for a decent job, Flowers Baking Company. It's a decent gig.
What's the pay rate?
Temp,
$2.
if you're a temp, it's 14, but when you get brought on, it's like, if you're in production, it's like 16 or 17. If you're in shipping, it's like 19 base.
I'm sorry. DC has it better. Like
But you can get in shipping. It's a little harder to get into shipping, but if you go there as a temp and you stay there for a little while, eventually shipping's gonna bring you on.
Oh shit! I got a gift in Pokemon Go from Butts McFarts.
I wonder if I got any gifts.
Is it gift checking time in the podcast? This is a segment where we check our Pokemon Go accounts, apparently.
I'm gonna give you my take on the political thing in after podcast.
Go for it.
Political.
Political. But not now.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Okay.
we all have a turn. It's your turn, David. I got a gift from Butts McFarts too.
This is a judgment-free zone, Dave, unless you do
No, I'm
something
gonna judge you
terrible.
if you decide you want to do something
I
like.
mean,
with
I'm
your dick
judging
out.
Clayton constantly because his bare foot is inches from my knee.
What if I touch you with it?
What if we held foots together like
Hey,
in
Butts
Gatlinburg?
McFart sent me a
I do
gift
have
too.
a coworker that is male or female.
Male
What's her
or
name?
female?
Huh?
Oh, you're just trying to make it ambiguous.
No, she's. Well, I said she.
Non-binary.
She's not binary. That's what.
Gotcha.
And I was like, hey, since I had a customer that had a question about women things, cookware. I'm a man, I don't cook. And I was like, hey,
I'm a man. I don't cook.
I was like, hey, I'm gonna put you on hold real quick.
How's that make you feel,
I
Jason?
called Jackie.
I
Her
guess
name's
it's an
Jackie.
Italian thing.
I was like, hey, Jackie, since you're a woman, and she's like, I'm non-binary.
I see.
Oh no.
You should have been like, oh, okay. You know what? That's fine and all, however you want to identify, but you just want to make our jobs harder for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know what to call her. I just call her Jackie.
I mean, that's the best route to take, I
I
guess.
still call her she to customers because I'm like, oh yeah, it's over here.
Hey, Gibbles are spawning right now, apparently.
Well, I have a friend who is
Not for me.
Well, like, they're not spawning right now, but
I think their pronouns are they them, but I still call them he, and they don't give a fuck.
Are they single?
You know them.
Are they single?
No. Wait, maybe.
Are they willing to be?
They're
I'm quite lonely.
Jason, you'd be willing to
It's
get into some
Luna.
they-them pussy?
You know Luna.
I mean,
I don't get why people get right out of high school and
know, is this
start
when I-
getting babies. It's like, really?
I'm
You
glad I
can't
didn't
afford
take
to
that
live by yourself.
route, honestly.
And
But they got to go get that good Walmart job, David.
here's the thing. So we just talked about abortion. Real
she
talk
left
though.
a
Well, yeah,
job.
Luna is
To
not
take care of
single.
her
I'm an
baby.
idiot.
It's like, so you're letting your husband
They're
that works
dating
$12 an hour? How are you going to pay for that?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So we just talked about abortion. Real talk. Children terrible. Why the fuck would you want to have them?
Yeah. Mandatory
I would love to be
abortion.
an adult immediately.
My thing is,
You're going to pay for this house.
first of all, I would have to find somebody that would want to, have children with me. Never gonna happen.
That's false, Jason.
Okay, start naming names.
I don't know them personally,
Clayton
but
Walker.
Exactly.
can y'all have some... Jason, I need you to start having some confidence in yourself.
Well, when,
You could pull some good women, Jason.
Well,
You have some charm
You
about
see
you,
when I
okay?
get ghosted a week after talking to this Asian girl that showed
She
me.
was online. Let's go to downtown Birmingham one night and get you a nice goth lady. Because I know you're into the goth ladies.
Hey everybody, this is the Clayton's last podcast because we're gonna kill him and bury him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jason dating show. If you would like to date Jason Pateo, please call us at a number I'm going to put in the description.
Or email us at our business account.
He's roughly 5'10", you know.
Like 6 foot.
He's like 6 foot. Okay, I don't know. How tall are you, Jason?
I think 6 foot.
He's like 6 foot. Okay, so there you go. I know y'all like the tall men.
I
Okay.
was 6 foot in high school. I
Okay,
think.
so he's 6 foot in high school. He has a really nice watch. He smokes cigars. He has a cool beard, and I bet you would love it if he
I look like Castro.
if he
apparently.
if he put his tongue in your log chopper. I bet you would like that a lot. So go ahead and give us a call here at 1-800-podcast.
I look like Michael Jackson.
Billy
I got people
Fred.
telling me at Walmart customers, you look like Michael Jackson.
Really?
Here's
Yes.
the thing, though, David. Is that a good or bad thing?
I guess I have a
You know,
broken
there
nose.
is an era of Michael Jackson where he had his haircut kind of like yours, and I can actually see it a little bit.
Here's my thing, though. It's like,
No, when I lift my forehead, they're like,
David, would
Michael
you
Jackson.
rather be called Michael Jackson or Fidel Castro?
Or Michael Jordan.
show me who he looks like. I don't know who that
Or
is.
Michael Clayton.
How do you not know who Fidel Castro is?
I'm bad with names.
I love David.
Okay, Google.
Genuinely didn't know he was in town.
Images
until like 2
of Fidel Castro.
Josh,
Okay,
do you know
when we
who
went to
Fidel
Tristan's that
Castro
day and
is?
David walked
Yeah.
in. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, who's Fidel
He has a
Castro?
teleporter, like
He,
Team Fortress 2.
Oh
he-
damn! I
he
just
a
got a
mafia
good
dude.
coupon.
I,
Typing in Josh.
Did you
I
see
want
it?
to know what Jason looks like.
yeah, I saw it. I've been told now on multiple occasions from the same person that I look like Fidel Castro.
So if you ladies like yourself a nice Cuban revolutionary,
Yeah,
he even smokes cigars too. He's actually Italian, but you know, it gets the job done.
I'm like the
I don't
reverse
know.
Joey
I don't
Diaz.
see
I know
that,
you
Jason.
goth women like
Yeah,
you.
this looks more like Colt.
Jason Pateo is one rugged-looking fella, and I know you goth fellas like that. Goth women,
Well, take it up with a caustic. He says I look just like Fidel.
That looks like Colt.
a little bit, yeah.
Look at him. Tell me that's not Colt Walker.
It does look like.
God damn.
Maybe I look like Castro in his older years. You know?
I look like David.
Damn,
You look like
Marowak
Michael
is a
Jackson.
good mon in the ultra
That
league. I'm
one-
gonna
that
roll
one
this
might-
boy.
That one,
I like how the
that one a little bit.
Jason, you
I
need to
can
get
see
older.
that.
Well, you know, I'm working on it.
That one looks a little bit
How
like
old are you?
Jason, right now,
77, I think.
tell
I don't
me
know.
physically, not like her personality. Tell me physically, what is it that you look for in a lady?
I almost made a really bad joke, so I'm not gonna say.
Good sandwiches.
I know for a fact you told me in the past you like the colored hair.
My thing is, I just like women. It's a personality thing, to a degree.
So would you like a woman who likes dank memes and you know, likes guar, perhaps? Maybe even would be willing to smoke a cigar with you?
Hey, Josh, how do I turn off the microphones
push the button.
without bashing them against Clayton's head?
Please don't do that.
Don't worry.
I like a
Clayton
woman
will
that
pay
can
for it.
bake a good pizza every day.
Good pizza.
Yeah, I need to find me a Mamma Mia that'll make a pizzeria.
Never mind, Marowak's not a good PvP mod.
Yeah, thank God. Fuck you.
Jason, one day you're gonna find yourself a nice, attractive lady. All of y'all are.
I'm not.
David is too, and so is Justin. Justin comes to me a lot, and he talks about how he wish he could get a nice lady. And you know what? I want y'all to take one good long look at me.
Which Justin?
Okay.
Because one of them's married and the other one's also
And I know
married.
y'all have before. Okay, do I look like the type of guy, or even act like the type of guy who is good with the ladies?
What do you
No.
mean by that?
God, let me
Oh.
answer for you. No.
Okay, but what makes you think that we are any better?
Because you are.
How?
Because you guys have good personalities. You're funny. Josh, first of all, I've told you this before. You're tall. You already have an advantage. You're tall as fuck. I'm telling you right now, your height alone gives you an advantage. Jason,
untrue.
you're kind of tall too. You're 6 foot.
And your point?
I'm 5'9".
I genuinely believe the two of you could get.
Oh well, 5'9's
Some,
almost like
like,
5'11, and
actually-
you round up. So
The two of you, whether you believe it or not, are capable of getting some actually
I don't know.
decent looking, nice
I just don't want to
ladies.
make a Tinder and
You don't have to get on
oh,
Tinder. Fuck
no,
Tinder.
No, hear me out. I don't want to make a Tinder and like only get
If you-
responses from like prostitutes.
If you must use a dating app, the one I recommend is Hinge. Hinge is good.
First of all, I use Christian Mingle.
That's a good one too. I
I
guess I've
don't-
never used it.
It's a good one, I guess. I've never used it.
Hinge is good because most of the people on Hinge, Tinder is hookup culture. Hinge is I'm looking for a nice person culture. For whatever reason, it is.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm never going to meet anyone nice because I'm going to fuck it
And
up
there it is.
instantly.
That's why.
I'm gonna go check the audio.
Because you think you won't. That's
no,
why.
it's because I know.
Because
See, it's not a confidence
you-
issue.
you-
It's a reality issue.
you are your own. You are the biggest roadblock in your relationship life. You think you won't, so you don't.
I know part of it is just
You
that,
speak it into existence.
part of it is mostly like I wouldn't say it's not caring, but it's just like
I can understand that. If you'd rather just be single, okay, fucking be single.
so here's the thing. It's like I would like to have a significant other that
I'm gonna poke my hand.
I was
Hope
gonna
I
say
get
something.
tetanus.
I hope you also get tetanus. But the thing is, it's not
Sorry.
like
That was. It took me a second to see what Josh was
I don't
saying.
know where some people feel like the like need
hope you
to
want
be in a relationship. My thing is like,
I need to check if I'm
yeah, I
bleeding
would
or not.
like it, but I don't care.
I guess you could say I'm guilty of that, but at the same time,
I
it's
don't
like,
think
you
I'm
know,
bleeding. Oh wait, no.
I'm
I am.
happy.
Slightly.
I've got
You
a
should
nice
probably
lady.
go inside then and clean it.
I'm getting tetanus, guys.
You had
should
your
probably
tetanus
go-
shot lately?
you should
I had
probably
my
go
tetanus
clean
shot
your
last
I
year.
don't
That
know
bitch
if
hurt.
I don't know if it's bleeding or
I
not,
can
but it's just
finally see
red.
your face.
Just go clean
Nice.
it
You're
anyway.
just a white blob.
I don't think I'm bleeding.
Flat.
Still, it's better to go make
That's not
sure
bad
than, you
for me.
know.
Fine.
All right, we're gonna do the last 10 minutes of this podcast without Josh.
So,
it's gonna take me 10 minutes to clean my car.
I had two recently come up to me.
Two
I want-
ladies?
Huh?
Two ladies?
Yeah, like as in like Walmart.
Okay.
They work at Walmart.
Okay.
I don't know what's up with me. They're crackheads.
Is that a good thing or a
David
bad thing?
attracts. Hey, one thing about crackheads, they'll definitely suck your dick.
I
No,
went-
no. One thing
so
about
this
crackheads,
happened-
they really like Michael Jackson.
This happened a month ago. I went to Shaw Building Supply where Rachel worked for 5 years. This woman comes up that's employed at Shaw Building Supply in her 40s, starts talking to me. We left, went to Walmart, then we went back to Tristan's house to watch Obi-Wan, and Rachel said, "Hey, Dave, you're not a woman that's in her 40s. She likes you."
Holy shit.
David, get that bag.
I gotta be honest with you.
She's actively on drugs.
I have not seen your sister. The only reason I can remember what she looks like is because I know that y'all are twins.
David, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think I've seen your sister since middle school.
I think so, yeah.
Mandy, you got 3 days in a bonus today?
And special guest Mandy on the
But
podcast.
the other lady, she's short, actively does drugs.
I'm back, gamers. What I miss?
Talked really bad about you.
I just tell people I'm not interested.
We talked about how I've seen Justin's dick in your ass.
But I was saying,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna stay single
I
until
said,
like.
and your ass.
Oh, thought you said in my ass.
Yep, there was that one time you got really drunk and you didn't know about it.
Fuck that shit.
That's why Justin married a dude.
I've never gotten that drunk.
Yeah, I just
I remember
drank,
most of. Well, I did get that drunk one time, but I was at my house. So
Well,
I
if it makes
just
you even
wasn't
better,
there.
I remember you getting real drunk, but the thing that really stands out is someone rubbing somebody's foot.
Who was that?
Who knows? It's Chris Baru.
Mandy. Come here, buddy. I just rubbed the mic. Oh, she won't back in.
Well, she can wait 5
You're
minutes.
gonna have to wait a few minutes, Mandy, because we ain't done yet. Come here, buddy. Mandy, come here. Come here. You're not going inside right now.
So is there anything else we should talk about besides abortions and
how
Talk
David
about
looking
Mandy
like
wanting to
Michael
go inside.
Jackson and
we can
My
talk
Terrible
about
Love
our,
Life?
A great 2014. I talked to Evan Moore yesterday.
I saw Aaron Moore at the gas station the
the last time I saw Evan Moore, funny enough, we committed a minor crime.
other day. Yeah, tell us about that, Dick.
I can't because statute of limitation.
Didn't y'all use a Ouija board in the back of a Pontiac?
Yeah,
gas
so
station?
I'll say the legal part where it was me, Chase, our friend Jonathan,
King.
no,
Kennedy.
Kennedy, I think. It was us three, Evan and his girlfriend at the time. We played with a Ouija board in the back of a bright yellow Pontiac Aztec in a cemetery while it was storming. Easily top 10 worst experiences I've ever had in life.
Nice.
After that, we may or may not have committed a minor crime, and then after that, we were on the run, and we met up at the McDonald's.
The meeting point.
Yeah. I also breathed in the insulation of fucking Jonathan's fucking shitty, like, I think it was a Saturn station wagon. The roof lining was out, but there was still the insulation. I knocked my head against the insulation. I breathed it in.
Damn, you may be developing a tumor from that.
Well, that's the thing. There's a common theme with me breathing in insulation because I also did that at Colt's house one time.
Fibromyalgia.
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 I was thinking osteoporosis.
If you or a family member.
Jason's a family member.
To who?
To your family.
I don't know.
None
about
of us
that.
are related.
I know, but he's still a family
Here's the
member.
thing, though. Like, you guys, we're not related by blood, but, you know, I would like to imagine that we're all family.
Related back home.
Spiritually related.
No, that's the thing. I feel like, you know, we have all been friends together and, you know, have done shit. I've seen Josh's ass, so, you know, like, that. There's no coming back from that.
Maybe even his asshole.
Kristen seen my underwear.
He's seen Justin's dick. As well as
I have.
Noah. Noah's also seen Justin's dick.
I also saw Justin's vomit.
Yeah.
There was a lot of it
So,
in that bathroom.
what? Like, why is me and Evan, we're talking about it. Cade Moon apparently is.
Wow, he's a grade above us.
Cade Moon? No, he's in our grade.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of someone else. Yeah, Cade Moon was in our grade.
We were talking an hour. People already in jail. People already.
Cade's in jail?
1/3, apparently, yeah.
Holy shit.
Drugs.
You remember TJ Harris? Ginger guy?
Yes.
Kinda tall? He died.
I saw him in the gym.
He died.
From what? Drugs?
No, he had a heart condition and he had a heart attack in his sleep.
He did steroids. I saw him.
He
when I
did.
first
He
moved here.
did dabble in the hard drugs at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
He was huge.
Yeah, but he died recently in his sleep.
I told Noah, I'm like, is that who I think it is? I was like, man.
He died about 2 weeks ago, something like that.
I know I don't really go out, so I don't see people from high school.
I work out, but I get.
Caleb Gandy picked me up on the side of the road.
Nice. Tell us that story.
Oh boy.
5 minutes left.
So I
Go
was
for it.
driving. I was driving home from school. I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god, I have no gas left. I have no gas left. I'm just basically on the interstate praying that I make it to the gas station. I make it to the Gardendale ramp, and my car cuts off on the ramp, and I'm like, well,
Oh
fuck.
shit! Well, at least it was on the ramp.
So
That's good.
luckily, I had a empty antifreeze bottle that I had like a little bit of water in because I at the time it was summer, blazing hot summer. I wasn't going to buy antifreeze, so I would if my car overheated, I would pour water in it. I just had it in there in case it overheated, you know.
Yeah.
So I pour the water out, and I start walking to the gas station with the antifreeze bottle just so I can get to the gas station. I mean, it's like a gallon. You know, that'll get me to the gas station. On my way walking, somebody pulls up beside me and says, "Hey Josh, you need a ride?" Caleb? Holy shit, it's been literally, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, well, I'm a nurse now. I was like, oh, all right. I'm still in fucking college because I'm a dumbass.
You are unmistakable, Josh. That is one thing about you. You are tall.
I think that's the being 5'19" thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, hey, you need a ride? Yeah, I was like, yeah, I broke down on the side of the road over there. I just need, I mean, I didn't break down. I just need gas. He took me to the little Chevron up there. I filled it with gas, took me back, and we were on our way. But I was like, man, I tried to give him like a little bit of money, but he was like, no, man, it's all good, dude.
Josh,
Yo, man, you look
We're
poor.
homies.
do you
I was like, all right,
remember
bet.
when you ran out of gas on your way home from school and me and Ashton came to like
Yep.
bring you
Do you mind
gas?
if I touch your
You can touch my hand.
And we had no
not
way of
loaded,
getting
so-
the gas in because we
So
didn't have a
that's
funnel, so I like cut
It's a
up
nice
a fucking
heavy boy.
Powerade
I
bottle.
love it.
That's what I had to do to my car. I took a water bottle and just bit the end of it and like just fucking pour it
Yeah.
and then fucking
You could
pour the
piss
That
the
gas.
was,
shit out of somebody with that.
I remember that because I had the blue Air Force Ones I had that were suede that I really liked, and me and Ashton was just on the side of the road filling up your green Mustang with
Yep.
gas, and the wind blew and I got gas in my fucking nose. And I think after that we went to get fucking Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
I think this is about time to wrap it up. Jason, you got any closing words?
I need another beer.
Green.